We are back with the Mix LA Comic Con 2024.
It is 2024 still, right?
I thought you keep mixing me
Yeah,
up.
no,
man.
yeah,
No pun
it
intended,
is.
son.
I know, right? The Mix. Oh my God,
Oh,
that's
my
what
God.
that thing is.
Oh, hey.
Hello, everybody. Banner Ritter's here with my.
Yeah.
So you
Best-
brought some homies.
I did. Oh, homies.
Yeah, hey.
There's homies. Homies, who are you? What do you do? What are you showing off? What is
So
this?
I'm Richard Mansfield. We're part of Blackfield Entertainment. We're showing off our first game, Ink Inside. And this is Sydney De La Hale.
Sydney Dela Cruz Hale.
Thank you.
I'm the lead animator for Ink Inside.
This game has amazing animation.
Aw.
Yeah, it's
You are
super beautiful
leading.
and charming.
Yeah.
For sure.
Thank you.
So this
Shout
was.
out to our art director, Justin, because he did all of the characters too. Sydney animated them too, but if those
But is he here right now?
He's
No.
not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I just
Where
make
were
a
you?
look, but it's the. I mean, yeah, Justin.
Yeah.
But it's the whole team that puts it together. Like
Agreed.
our modelers, Brandon and Tiff, and our rigging artist, Danny,
Uh-oh.
and then
Something just
Oh.
happened.
Oh yeah, we got to get rid of the keyboard situation.
Yeah.
Get out of here, keyboard.
Go left or go
Yeah.
right. Sorry, yeah.
there we go.
Keyboards are for nerds,
Yeah.
right?
No, with
Play
the
with control.
Yeah.
Yeah, only control.
Oh, Comic Con.
Yeah.
So when did I first see this? Was this at PAX East?
PAX West.
PAX West.
Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah.
We
So
were selected as part of PAX Rising. We were kind of showing off for the first time there publicly. It was a pretty fun event, but very crowded.
yeah, and this was one of the few games. Like I'll look at games, I'm like, oh, whatever. And then this game, I was like,
Yeah.
and I backed up, and that's how I met you.
Yeah, it was great talking about it too. 'cause,
Yeah.
Yeah, you are very.
So as far as the animation is concerned, so they're 3D models
Mhm.
and they're animated, and you limit the frame rate on purpose,
Well,
correct?
yeah, I animated them on about 3s and 5s because I tried 2s, but that just still looked too smooth. I wanted them to be nice and choppy, so it looks like sketchbook characters.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
I-
Can you tell the folks what 3s and 5s
Oh,
are?
I'm sorry. So it's like every 3 frames there's a new pose. So it's like a picture of this, and now there's a picture of this, and now there's a picture of that. Instead of seeing it like this, it's like womp, womp, womp.
I really do think that Into the Spider-Verse did make people kind of start realizing what on the twos is, and like, because it was talked about so much, but like
Yeah.
maybe they can't even realize like, yeah, you can do on the 3s and 5s as well.
Yeah.
And it's funny because when it comes to specifically video games, that animation frame rate is so difficult to get to look like the way that it is in Spider-Verse. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, because
So-
there is a frame rate. Like you
Yeah.
want it 60 frames, but then 60 frames, and you have to that's super interesting.
Oh, totally.
So tell us about the game and what we're doing.
Oh, for sure. So, Ink Inside is our attempt to make a Saturday morning cartoon action RPG. And so we have all the elements of an RPG, you know, what bright, colorful cast of characters, all these people you can talk to, villages you go to, things you can buy, equipment, blah, blah, blah. But the action part is dodgeball meets beat 'em. So every enemy encounter is a mix of like dodgeball mechanics and beat 'em mechanics. So,
Oh, that's cool.
yeah, we have like when it comes to beat 'em up stuff, a whole full spectacle fighter type thing. We can like knock people up, knock them down, stun them, all sorts of stuff. And the dodgeballs are a big part of the equipment you get. So you can get all these different dodgeballs that trigger different perks, but you can also get ways to change how you catch. So instead of catching, you can block attacks and deflect them. And you can also change how you dodge. So you can like dash to dodge, or you can double jump, and teleport, all sorts of other stuff. The plot is, if you noticed, it's we're in a notebook because we're all these doodles that have been created by this like little girl. And as she was growing up, she was inspired to draw all these drawings in a notebook. But then, older, that notebook got placed in a closet beneath a slowly leaking ceiling. And as that ceiling leak dripped into all these notebooks, it turned things soggy. And so these doodles get corrupted by that water, turn soggy, and our mission is to fix the world and knock the sog out of the doodles with dodgeballs and fists.
And knock the song out of the doodles. I love that sound. So he's got an energy arm.
Yes,
Right?
yeah.
Okay, so that's really
It's
really
made out of highlighter. And so,
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
so
I
the
see.
That's
idea-
brilliant.
Yeah, so we're all doodles, right? Which means that everything in the world is made by different things you can doodle with. Crayons and pencil. But the ultimate one, the most legendary thing you can be made out of, is highlighter. And so it's a big deal when this arm first appears in the game because they haven't seen it in hundreds of years, you know? So you
That's
might
funny.
be this legendary hero, we are also, this kind of yeah.
He got crispy real quick.
Oh yeah. We're teaching you that having a dodgeball in your hand is basically the same as Legend of Zelda. Instead of a sword, you can poke everything.
I
With a
got
dodgeball, you can throw it everything. So we
That's
fill
cool.
up the arenas with all sorts of stuff you can hit. Sorry, Sydney, I'm going to steal that from you.
No, you're good.
Highlighters used to be the bane of my existence
Why is that?
because I like to draw. So I would draw. I would not like, you know what I mean? I don't know.
Because you can't.
Highlighters-
The layering.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
and I-
can't unhighlight or something.
You can't. Yeah. It also means I had to study. That's a studying situation. But that's creative.
And
though.
studying's for
What
nerds.
would a kid do if they had a highlighter? They'd be a little bit more imaginative than a
Yeah.
high school student.
Exactly. So here's like some of the characters you can talk to. Oh
Real-
yeah. By the way,
Real quick, I
yeah.
was fascinated by highlighters. I don't like all this highlighter slander you guys have thrown out there. It was
Slander,
good
yo,
for
I
like
got
giving
hate. I
glowing
got hate for
eyes and
highlighters,
stuff.
But I like his arm.
So,
Yeah,
So-
slander. All right,
Yeah.
back to the game.
All right, I guess. So the two characters you play as are Stick, non-binary. It's they them, and then we have Traff, which is she they, and Traff is a princess. We're in Princess Land. So Hannah drew a bunch of princesses based off the stuff she likes. So there's like a pizza princess, there's a werewolf princess, and there's also Traff, the princess of cursing. So everywhere she goes, she's dropping F-bombs and all sorts of stuff. It's all censored, but comedic effect. And then the whole story revolves around you discovering the origin of what led Hannah to drawing Traff. What was the inspiration? We call it a Genesis memory of the game, or a gene for short. You go on this quest to find out what the Genesis memory was for Traff that inspired Hannah to draw. And it's actually kind of sweet. Despite her being the princess of cursing, there's actually a really nice story behind it.
So the game is if it's obviously couch co-op.
Yes.
So if you're playing one player,
Yeah.
are you playing still both characters?
Yes.
Or okay.
But you can switch between. So
Okay.
You have to use two controllers.
Yeah. With like a turntable
Yeah.
situation? Yeah.
Just
Well, it's
use,
funny 'cause
use your
this-
little feet.
Yeah, you have to plug in a regular controller and a Guitar Hero controller.
Yeah, that totally
That's the
makes
only way.
sense.
Yeah.
I like racing wheels when I.
Well,
Yeah, exactly.
You
Play
use the
co-op by
actual
myself.
controller as like a guitar pick. So
Yeah.
that's how, yeah.
That totally makes sense.
People are like, oh, that's complicated. I was like, no, give it a try.
So we have this fun twist of it's dodgeball. So dodgeball, you can hit everything. We have these arenas that are all interactive. But the twist is with Melee, with punching stuff, you can only punch stuff on your side. Unless you fill up that bar at the bottom, then you can do something called breaking the rules. Lets you smash through this invisible wall and just pound the guys on your side.
Oh, so like a turn-based RPG kind
Yeah.
of style. Okay.
In this case, it lets you bypass waiting, and you can just go over there and do whatever you want.
That's
like-
cool.
Like Eddie Guerrero in WWE, like cheat and steal. Everybody gets the reference.
Yeah. I love WWE.
I will say Trap was one of my favorites to animate because she's very brash and harsh, but I like that she's so pretty. And she very much gives off ballerina vibes, so I wanted her movements to be very graceful, even though she very much is not. But
Yes.
that's what we love about her.
Their whole persona is this kind
I
of.
like her facial expressions, just in
Right?
general.
Yeah. We wanted to
Always angry.
permanently angry. This is a cursing. I mean, how does cursing happen?
Yeah.
But the idea being that her as a character was this contrast between the idea of a princess, someone that's like formal and well trained in the ballerina, but then someone that also just can't help but just drop the most nasty curse words all the time.
So when they turn into like little paper characters and they're like
I
flipping
just
around,
noticed
is
that.
that
Yeah.
in between scenes or in between fights or how does this?
So that's a great question.
Is this a dungeon that you're in right now?
Kind of. It's like a pathway to a dungeon. So
Okay.
we basically, in your notebook, you have all these pages of drawings and stuff, right? So as we left the last drawing, we broke the rules.
Ah.
Yeah. Okay. So as we left the last drawing, we entered a tear, and that tear took us to the margin of the notebook. So that's what we're in right now. And a
Oh, I
margin is
see.
basically like leading you to a dungeon. So
Okay.
if we keep going this way, we're gonna enter the next dungeon, which is the Fuzz Forest.
So the first area was like the overworld.
Yeah.
You go to the overworld, then you go to these like little areas in between to get to dungeons.
You got it. Eventually, you get a map. You get all sorts of other stuff.
Oh, cool.
We actually have these like big world drawings too, and the idea is you don't just fix the rules, you fix the world drawings. And when you do, it unlocks these big new mechanics. It also gives you a lore drop, and all the lore about why Hannah created these doodles is done in live action. So we have these like full motion video live action cutscenes. That
I did not know that part.
really?
Yeah.
Oh wow, yeah.
Yeah.
It's we didn't have it in the last book, We don't even have it. We do have it in this build. It's like a secret area. Maybe we'll show you.
I need to see this.
Yeah, okay, deal.
You don't have to do it on this, but I definitely want to see
totally,
it.
totally.
We did shoot it in the heat of Arizona.
Yeah, that was fun.
Oh, really? Is that where you
in
all
July.
are at?
Yeah.
You're in Arizona? What
Yeah,
area?
well, most of the team is remote, but we are from
Yeah.
Arizona.
What area?
Gilbert, Arizona.
You're
Just-
Gilbert, okay.
Just outside Phoenix-ish.
No, I mean, my mom's in Chandler, so I
No way.
understand
It's right
Gilbert.
next to Chandler.
And I went to
Dude.
school in Tempe.
Oh, cool.
Oh.
ASU?
What?
ASU?
No,
You don't have to tell me.
yeah,
Yeah.
I know this is
I'm
gonna
on
go
the
into a
alumni,
thing,
so
and then
it's
he's
like
gonna talk about where he's
Yeah.
from, and I don't
Yeah.
want to. I don't
No,
want to hear.
Oh, I was gonna say it's like what? It's like what? 112 right now
Yeah.
over there.
Nice and cool.
It's
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've only had like 113 days over 100 degrees. But it's fine.
It's fine. It's fine.
And all this info will be out update by the time somebody watches this. So
Yeah.
what are we doing?
It's gonna be 120. You
You're
know
like,
what I
it's
mean?
not
Yeah, right.
112. It's 110. Oh, no, I don't.
Yeah.
I do like, because this is a sketchbook. I do like the special S.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have
Yeah, I
to
was
put
thinking
that
about that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We
That's,
had
that's
to,
so
right?
funny.
Well, in this case, we created it as a shield, but the way like those items work is that they give you a boost to different stats if you use them at the right time. So if you block attacks with that shield, it boosts your attack. So there's an incentive to block attacks and then attack and counter attack from that.
And you went down on purpose so we could see you get revived, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I did
we were
that.
showing off game
and
mechanics
I
here.
died to
And
show
then we
this
did
really
this so we
cool.
could show the
Yeah.
full screen.
I would have never
100%.
seen that. Thank you. You are blessing us.
You gotta show you the whole content, right?
What's the so how far are you into development?
Pretty far. Like
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, the game is done. Like it's
Really?
actually
Okay,
finished.
nice.
I mean, obviously bug fixes and all sorts of stuff, but yeah, it's a long game too. We thought it was gonna turn out to be like maybe 9 hours. It's like 15.
Wow. How long have y'all been working on it?
Oh, so I'd say probably 4 years.
2021.
Oh, okay, so
Oh, really?
3.
How big is the team?
7 to 10.
Gotcha.
It depends on how many contractors you count, but I
Yeah.
count the whole team as the team, so I'd say 10. That makes sense.
Now, do they have voices?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
So-
because we can't hear too much of it. Like,
Yeah.
but right now, is there voiceover happening right here?
Not right now.
Okay.
We did the whole like traditional RPG thing where like key elements are voiced, but there's a lot of those. But then we have all these little side ones where we have the little bloop bloops that are themed after
Gotcha.
what motions they have. But it's funny you mentioned the voice acting because we have some pretty like well-known names, and they did an amazing job. And by amazing, I mean like honestly,
What happened there?
I wanted to show the kill screen again.
yeah.
We are truly blessed.
We gotta show it like 2 more times, okay?
Yeah.
So you can hurt yourself with those clouds, and so you just shut that off.
Because
I know-
in my head, I'm actually doing the voices because I can't hear them, and I heard like Detective Fuzz to me was just like.
That's pretty close.
Yes, it is really close.
So Detective Fuzz is voiced by the wonderful Ryan Cooper, and Ryan Cooper has done like backup vocals for almost like every game you can imagine. So he's like a throwaway voice in Fallout, or some guy in like freaking Borderlands 2. But man, he showed up and delivered a performance that was just perfect. It was basically imagine Commissioner Gordon, but he's pissed at Batman, and that's like what he sounds like.
Hey, you said almost any game.
Almost. I mean,
Was he in Comics Zone?
Did that? Wait, there was actual voice acting in that. That was like a Genesis game, but you're right.
Yeah.
Didn't we start it? Wasn't it like?
Oh,
Comics
that
Zone?
is true.
Yeah.
I love that game.
Yeah, seriously. Also, unnecessarily hard. That-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that game was mad tough.
Oh, dude, but like, I'm not gonna lie. There's a bit of inspiration from Comic Zone in this game.
That's cool.
I knew you'd know Comics
Yeah.
Zone.
Oh, totally. Yeah, the whole point of Comic Zone is you're in a comic book crawling through the frames.
And
That's
you're
so
ripping
awesome.
the frames and
Yeah.
punching dudes through them and
Oh.
climbing down. That was
Yep.
pretty cool.
name is Sketch Turner.
That's a corny character that never. Yeah.
It was a little too hard for even Sega, and they were all about Sonic at the time, and Sonic was as cool as it got. Oh, but back to the voice acting. So, in addition to Ryan Cooper, Trapp, the Justice person, is played by Denise Melody, and Denise is wonderful. She's a huge anime voice actress. She was in Evangelion and Sword Art Online and Netflix's Ryan Killer. The list goes on.
Pokemon,
Yeah, Pokemon. That's right.
Miraculous Ladybug.
Oh, thank you. Yes, no, can't forget about that. And Stick, the main character, is actually voiced by the one and only David Gilbert, and it's hilarious because they did such an amazing job. I was like, "Oh, are you professional voice actors?" And they were like, "It's like the first time."
I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just talking to this mic.
Yeah.
No, oh, sorry. I'm just saying. I'm confessing right now. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just talking to this mic. I don't know any of these people.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome that you're able to wrangle
Yeah.
all those great voice actors, and the game is looking gorgeous.
Oh, thank
Where
you.
can we find out more
Oh,
about the game?
So, one, we have socials. You can find us on Twitter/X. We're at BlackbeardEMT. You can also find us on Steam. We have a Steam page on the side. We do most of our news updates there. We're also coming out on all platforms, so we'll be on PlayStation, Xbox, Switch, Vita. As far as updates go, Discord's a good place to find us. Most of our updates go out both on Discord, Steve, and on X/Twitter.
So,
Twitter?
definitely check out the game. I
What
know
is
it's X
Twitter?
now, son.
Yeah. It's like this social media play.
Definitely wishlist the game.
Yes, please.
Check it out. Thank you all for joining us.
Oh yeah. Our
Game looks
pleasure.
dope.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
much.